Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to you hopeful like Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. The lesson that I wanted to do today, is going to be talking about your body, taking care of your vessel. One thing that I always recommend brothers do, all the time, I say, hey man, go hit the gym, you know, get your workout on, man. Put resistance on your body because we all understand that the society that we live in, the food is polluted, the chemicals in our food, going back to that, is laced with chemicals that, if you're a man, destroys testosterone in your body, which is why it's very important to always stay physically active. Because you have to always think that in the ancient world and pretty much all the other time up until now, you would have to do physical labor for everything. If you wanted to cook your food, you had to make sure to have firewood, cut the tree down, cut it in small pieces, carry it over, start the fire. If you needed to go get water, you had to go carry the water. You had to plow the field. You had to, do everything physically. You had to walk. You had to jump up on the horse. You were always moving. Granted, they weren't eating 99% of the foods that we're eating right now. And when I say that, I'm talking about the processed factory foods, GMOs, and things like that. So, even in our weakened estate, we stick out. Jake sticks out being, a good, strong body, you know, and it is maybe a little bit carnal, but you have to take care of your health too. A lot of brothers may not know where to start. So I was just going to put this lesson together to try to, guide brothers in the right direction. If there's some brother that was thinking about maybe starting to work out, which I highly recommend, and Yahweh saw this lesson be edifying to be able to push that point across. So we understand that we're going to be in Jacob's trouble and we're going to be on the move, man. Don't expect these cars to work. Expect to be always, like the movies that you see, Book of Eli, The Road, Walking Dead, they're always doing something. You may have to, get in a fight and scuffle for your life. We understand that the Lord is going to take care of the elect, but, you got to be doing something too to be able to carry yourself across that finish line, because it is going to be hard, and it is more of a spiritual thing than anything, but you nonetheless have to take care of your body. And don't go jogging, don't go on a big long bike ride, because in the long run that doesn't really give enough resistance to your body for it to be able to constantly be getting stronger. Because when you do weights like squat, deadlift, power cleans, any dumbbells, you do cable machines, lat pull downs, things like that, even after you're getting done working out, after doing an intense workout like that, your body is still burning calories after the fact, even hours and days after you got done working out, because that sore feeling that you're feeling and that getting hungry is because your body's repairing itself from the muscles that you tore. So I always tell brothers, hey, before you start trying to slap on heavy weight and just get after it, get your movements correct. A lot of YouTube videos have some informative, form exercises, how to get your back straight in for your squat, how to do a proper deadlift. I always recommend brothers to master your body weight first. Make sure you can do a pull up like the picture that you see right here. And I'm going to get some scriptures on this, but I wanted to kind of explain what I wanted to talk about with these workouts. Do your pull-ups, master your body weight. Do a squat like you see here, because squat is one of the number one workouts to increase your testosterone naturally. This is a deadlift. A deadlift is one of the most effective all body workouts. So let's say I haven't gone to the gym in a day or two. I like to go and start my week out with a deadlift and end it with a deadlift, because it does everything. But you got to make sure to squat. And I always superset my workout, so I'll do a little workout in between my main lift. But I've honestly, not to say, just from my experience, I've been lifting weights like this since 7th grade. I've been in 3 sports. I've always been physically active. and I've always done working out no matter where I am, because I always like the gym, because no matter what city I've lived in, it's always the same environment. And and for me, it's a consistent. It's good for your mental health. I know people say, "Oh, in the scriptures, yeah, bodily exercise profiteth little." Hey, but it does profit. It helps clear up your brain from the brain fog from eating all this polluted foods. It also helps with you being able to do your day-to-day activities easier, you know? So the testosterone boosting things that I was going to get, and then I'll grab the scriptures. This is, does squats increase testosterone levels? This is, squats help you stimulate the release of a large growth hormone, testosterone. This hormone is helpful for burning fat, building muscle, and improving strength. And then I went in the same one, it says, what exercises increases testosterone most? And it's resistance training. And that is talking about, any weights that you're lifting, pushing, or pulling. So that's the best workouts that you can have. Like, since I quoted it first, this is 1 Timothy 4:8. It says, for bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having the promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. Because, like I said in the beginning, hey, this is what's going to carry you across the finish line, per se, of Jacob's trouble, is going to be that spiritual benefit. So that's why, hey, nothing. You can be the most buffest. The mighty men are going to cry there bitterly. We understand that. But, don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. You got to take care of your vessel nonetheless. It's the same reason why you don't eat polluted foods, unclean foods. You don't smoke. You don't do certain things, because that's detrimental to your health. Well, in this society, everything that you eat is detrimental to your health. So you have to try to balance it out by moving your body and, remaining of a strong constitute, So I'm going to grab my next scriptures. I'm going to get this one next. But the next one is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, 30, and I'm going to start at 14. This is, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. So you can even be poor, and you're counted richer than someone who's rich that's a fucking fat ass that can't even help himself out his Lamborghini, like that fat Jake that was at the gas station, man. That you saw the brother recording. That's a nice car, and then he's like, man, don't record me. And he's like trying to get out his car, but he's too fat. He can't even lift himself up, man, because you can't enjoy the luxurious lifestyle if you can't even move from point A to point B. So you see these fat ass Edomites in their nice ass cars. Just understand that if your body is better in shape, then technically you're more rich than they are. And don't get it wrong. The brothers that are in the truth, I ain't, bashing up on you. Hey, brothers, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but I always recommend, brothers, doing more. And doing more lessons, doing more studying, but also doing something more for your health too. This is Ecclesiasticus 30 and 15. Health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. Gold and infinite wealth is considered lower than a strong body. So that's because it says a good state of body are above all gold. So you have to really, appreciate the vessel that you've been given, especially if you're not born with an ailment. You don't have a crippled leg, you don't have a bad back, you don't have certain diseases that can hinder you from doing these things. Because if you have a good body, take care of it. We understand that we're going to get new bodies, but that's that goes without saying. This is something that should be common sense, that you got to be strong. We're a warrior nation, man, not some weak pipsqueak like these Edomites, man. And Jake is gonna excel, man. We got the body. Your body will do the rest naturally. You don't have to be all big and ripped and cut up, but you got to be able to move from point A to point B and be able to be on the run in the time of Jacob's trouble. That's just almost common sense at this point for the brothers that know. This is Ecclesiasticus 30 and 16. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. And that's your mind, taking care of, the spiritual aspect of it by being in the correct doctrine that was taught to you by the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. But also, there is no riches above a sound body, as the scriptures say. So going back to my last scripture, this is 2 Esdras 16 and verse 40. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So, how do you get ready for battle? What does every army, every soldier, every person that's going into battle have to be? They have to be physically fit. And that's the most carnal aspect, but you have to be spiritually fit first and foremost. That's the whole reason why you're following the doctrine of Great Millstone, which is the true interpretation of the scriptures, the Holy Bible, the Old Apocrypha and New Testaments. And in those evils, which means those hard times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And pilgrims, that word pilgrims is, I believe, it's persons seeking holy refuge, righteous refuge. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in those days, Akim. So master your body weight. To recap the lesson, get your squats on, do deadlifts, get some dumbbells, figure out what works for you. Because what works for me may not necessarily work for the next brother. But find your method of success and run with it. No pun intended. But with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Lord willing that this lesson be edifying to the elect. Till the next time, Shalom.